To me, the surprise was the explosion plays that Carolina's defense gave up. When you're not that talented and somebody runs an off-tackle play, you might give up 8 yards if you're losing the battle at the line of scrimmage. But that first play from scrimmage in the third quarter was a 75-yard touchdown run where not a single Carolina defender touched. I don't mean tackled, I don't mean hit hard. I mean physically touched, even barely touching the back of somebody's uniform. That was a 75-yard run from scrimmage while the game was at least somewhat contestable, and that means that one or more defensive players did not do their jobs. You can give up 8 yards on a simple running play just because the blocking is better than the tackling. You don't give up 75 yards on a simple running play to the right-hand side unless one or more people don't do their jobs. And under Bill Belichick, doing your job, staying in your lane, knowing your responsibility, not trying to do somebody else's job. That's been more commonplace under other UNC head coaches. It was not expected to happen often under Bill Belichick. It did happen too often tonight. That's one of the reasons the Tar Heels lost by so much. But the other parts of it, I thought, were more predictable. Carolina does not have – look at it this way. TCU came in with a veteran quarterback, Josh Hoover, who's been there, done that for this coaching staff, and he had a great first half and absolutely tore up the Carolina secondary. TCU's best defensive player, a safety named Bud Clark, baited Gio Lopez in a throw to the flat that he turned into a pick-six touchdown. Returning coaching staffs rely first on returning proven players. TCU's best offensive player delivered. TCU's best returning defensive player, both of those guys delivered in huge ways. And Carolina just not only has, of course, a brand new coaching staff almost, they don't have those proven commodities. Guys like Omarion Hampton are off to the NFL. Guy like Bo Atkinson at defensive end is now at Ohio State. Guy like Amari Campbell at linebacker is now at Penn State. Along with a guy like Thaddeus Dixon, those were among the only guys that the NFL scouts had high on their boards back in spring practice. When two of those three left for the Big Ten after spring practice, that gave Bill Belichick an even more watered-down roster. So I would say a majority of what happened tonight in Kenan Stadium was not surprising. Those mental mistakes and explosion plays given up by the defense were surprising because, again, you can get beaten man-to-man. That can happen to anybody against a quality TCU program with a lot of returning players and some high-talent transfers. When you make those mental mistakes and what should be a 6-yard gain becomes a 75-yard gain, that's not what you're supposed to see from Bill Belichick teams, but that is part of what we saw tonight in Kenan Stadium.